Have you ever sent a message, waited hours, maybe even days, and gotten nothing back? No reply, no acknowledgement, just silence. And suddenly the mind starts racing. Did I do something wrong? Is she not interested? What if I told you that her ignoring you isn't a rejection, it's a test? And the way you respond could either make her obsessed or completely lose interest. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to act when a woman ignores you, using principles of Stoicism and psychology that 95% of men will never understand. Point 1. Understand why she ignores you, the hidden psychology. Most men think silence means disinterest, but often, a woman ignoring you is testing your emotional composure. For example, James in London texted Sarah, who didn't reply for hours. Instead of panicking or chasing, he stayed calm and focused on his day. That calmness made him more attractive. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Her silence is neutral, it's your reaction that matters. Key takeaway. Her ignoring you isn't rejection, it's a test. How you respond defines her attraction. Point 2. Do not chase, the fatal mistake most men make. Here's a truth few men want to accept. Chasing destroys attraction. When a woman ignores you, your instinct might be to text, call, or check in. But every action you take to regain her attention signals neediness. Consider Michael in Toronto. He liked Emily, and she suddenly became distant. Instead of panicking, he reflected, if she's ignoring me, what's my logical course? What would a calm, grounded man do? He didn't chase. He didn't complain. He continued living his life. Within days, Emily noticed his absence and curiosity sparked. This is where Stoicism meets psychology. Emotional restraint creates space for attraction. When you chase, you make yourself predictable and easy to manipulate. But when you detach and maintain composure, she begins to wonder, why isn't he reacting? Why does he seem unaffected? This uncertainty triggers desire. A mistake men make in cities like Los Angeles or Manchester is immediate overreaction. They misread silence as failure. But silence can be the greatest weapon. It's the equivalent of a stone thrown into still water. The ripples make her think, notice and eventually pursue. Key takeaway, stop chasing. Your absence, composure, and grounded energy are more attractive than any text or gift. Point 3. The subtle art of ignoring back. Destroy her ego without words. Now we reach the part most men never learn, the art of strategic indifference. This is not revenge or pettiness. It's calculated composure. The goal is not to hurt her. It's to trigger her ego's natural curiosity. Imagine this. Daniel in New York was texting a woman named Sarah. She ignored him for 2 days. Instead of reacting, he posted an update about a gym achievement, hung out with friends, and posted a story from a rooftop bar. He didn't mention her. 2 days later, she messaged him, intrigued. Why? His life was exciting, independent, and unaffected by her silence. Here's the psychological principle. Humans are wired to seek validation and social proof. When a woman ignores you, and you appear unaffected, busy, and successful, her ego feels challenged. She unconsciously thinks, why isn't he reacting? Why does he seem so self-sufficient? This technique works better than any clever text or pickup line. Silence, combined with a high-value life, destroys ego barriers and creates natural intrigue. Stoicism reinforces this. Seneca wrote, "No man is free who is not master of himself." When you master your reactions, you become irresistible, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. Key takeaway. Her ignoring you is a signal to elevate yourself, not descend into emotional chaos. Point 4. Focus on high-value actions, your life over her reactions. One of the most overlooked principles is your life should not orbit her attention. Men lose themselves in texting, liking, and waiting for a reply, while women observe how grounded you truly are. Let's take an example in Sydney. James noticed a woman, Olivia, wasn't responding. He didn't wait by his phone. He trained harder at the gym, reconnected with friends, and focused on work projects. Not only did he maintain his composure, but he became more attractive because his life was independent and abundant. This is the Stoic approach. Control what you can, ignore what you can't. Her reaction is outside your control. Your actions, growth, and presence in the world are fully under your control. Women notice this. They are subconsciously attracted to men who thrive independently, not men whose emotional state depends on their attention. Key takeaway, elevate your life. Her ignoring you is an opportunity to increase your value, not lower it. Point 5. Use timing strategically, the psychology of absence. Timing is one of the most underutilized tools in modern dating. Stoicism teaches patience, but combined with psychology, timing becomes a weapon. Here's how it works. If a woman ignores you, the right timing in your response can spark curiosity and desire. For instance, if Emily ignores Michael for a few days, he doesn't rush a text. Instead, he waits, then sends a short, confident message like, "Hey, just saw this and thought of you." Notice the difference. It's confident, minimal, and non-reactive. It doesn't beg or chase. Her ego is subtly challenged. She wonders why he waited, why he didn't overreact. In cities like London or Los Angeles, timing often decides attraction. Men rush to fill the silence. Women, however, are naturally drawn to men who exhibit patience, calmness, and strategic presence. Key takeaway: use absence as a tool. React minimally, confidently, and unpredictably. This creates intrigue and compels her attention. Point 6. Master the mindset. Ego versus true value. The core principle here is ego management. Most men lose when they allow their ego to react emotionally. When ignored, the first thought is, "She's rejecting me. I need to fix this." But Stoicism teaches us, your worth is not dependent on anyone else's behavior. Marcus Aurelius said, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." Destroying her ego doesn't mean humiliating her. It means maintaining composure, detachment, and high value, which naturally challenges hers. Women respect a man who is unshaken, grounded, and self-sufficient. Let me give you a story. Daniel in Toronto noticed Sarah was ignoring him. Instead of reacting, he focused on launching a personal project, working out and planning a weekend trip. He didn't text her unnecessarily. After a week, she reached out, intrigued by his independence and confidence. Key takeaway: when she ignores you, don't react to her ego, act from your own power. Conclusion: so next time she ignores you, remember, silence is not rejection. It's a test. Chase nothing. React minimally. Focus on your life, your growth, and your power. Challenge her ego silently by living abundantly. Master your mind, your actions, and your presence. That is true attraction. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.